That's not happened before. We're going to start lying down on our backs. And let's just take a few moments with the soles of the feet together, the knees open, and then just take the arms up and over the head. So get comfortable in that shape. So you might just have rolled out of bed, or maybe you're doing this a little bit later and you've been through your day already. So either way, the hips might be feeling this shape a little bit. So let your eyes close. Let your jaw relax, most importantly. Let's take this next few moments to start to connect to your breathing. So slowing the breath down, long deep breaths in through the nose. Long slow breaths out through the nose. Breathing in for at least 4 or 5 counts. At the top of the inhale, just having that little pause, 2 or 3 counts. Exhaling 4 or 5 counts. And again, at the bottom of the exhale, just holding the breath out for 2 or 3 counts. So create that really steady rhythm. If you can put all your awareness and all your focus on your breathing, it should take any sensations from your body away. So if those hips are moaning, if those inner thighs are moaning a little bit, just use the breath as a way to take the attention away from that area. Relaxing your nervous system so you can come into a nice, easy, peaceful place. And then try and keep hold of that rhythm as we move through the whole class today. Try and notice when things get a little bit challenging, you'll lose that rhythm. So the trick is to try and keep hold of that rhythm. So I'll keep reminding you as we go through the class. Let's take one more round. One full inhale, one full exhale. Maybe get into 5 or 6 counts now. And keeping the breath flowing, you could let the hips just move, rock and roll from side to side. Just starting to work on massaging that lower back. And then you can bring the knees in towards each other. And we'll take the arms over the tops of the shins and give them a nice squeeze in. And again, if you want to rock from side to side, it's nice to start to get those muscles awake by massaging them. You're trying to press the sacrum down onto the floor. So feeling the whole length of your spine on the mat. We're going to start nice and easy. If you rest your hands onto your knees, we do this all the time. Keep the knees glued together, push the knees away so your arms are straight. And then let the knees fall over to the right side. Bring them in towards the chest as you bend the arms. Then take them over towards the left side, straightening the arms, push the knees away. Okay, so a nice easy circle. Okay, and once you get used to the movement, the whole reason that I love this one is for the massage on your back. Starting to release tension there. So you can close your eyes and tune in to how that feels on your back. And how does the legs feel in the hips? And then take the circle the other way. Of course, if there's something else that works better for you here, you can do that as well. And now you're going to take the knees away from each other. Bring them in towards the chest. And then push the knees away, straightening the arms. Okay, now try and hold on to those legs as much as you can. So you're not using muscles in the legs so much, but it's the arms guiding the legs. Okay, and with your eyes closed, split your awareness into both hips. So how do the legs move within each hip space? You're starting to feel a little bit of heat there already, a little bit of energy. Then take the circle the other way. So, how does it feel going this way? Good. Bringing the knees together. We'll just hug the knees into the chest and then let both knees fall to the right side. You keep your gaze straight up to the sky so you're not really overstretching the neck or anything. And try and peel your left shoulder blade down into the mat. So let the whole back stretch here. Can you feel your left hip above your right hip? And bring the knees back into the center. Or let them fall to the other side. So you can feel now maybe your night's sleep stretching out of the back, or maybe even your day. So if you're halfway through your day, breathing in, expanding into it. Breathing out, drawing the belly button back. You're going to bring the knees back into the center. Take the hands behind the thighs. Draw the thighs in towards the chest. Just separate the knees for a moment. Hold the legs there. Start to flex the feet. And then release the hands. So now actively try and draw the thighs either side of the rib cage. So normally we would hold on to the feet here in Happy Baby, but we're not going to do that today. Well, not in this moment. So breathing in. Try and press the sacrum down. Try and squeeze the thighs down either side of the rib cage. And then when you're ready, you can catch hold of the edges of the feet and then use the strength of your arms to go a little bit deeper, pressing down through those thighs, hips, sacrum. And then release the legs. Take the hands behind the thighs and we'll start to roll up and down the spine. Let the toes tap the floor and those toes push you back into a little roll. And we'll come into our child's pose. Okay, so you can cross your legs, take the feet behind you, or take the feet to the side. Lower the knees to the floor, sit the hips into the heels, forehead down into the mat. Your knees can be open wide or knees together, but reach your fingers as far forwards as you can now. So you feel gravity drawing you down the other way. How's those hips, how's those legs? Inhaling, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, surrender into your thighs. You look forwards, come up onto all fours, and then if your knees were wide, bring them together. We'll start to rock forwards and back. Okay, transferring now the awareness into your wrists. Taking the shoulders past the wrists, grabbing onto the floor with the fingertips. Feeling the extension through your spine, the movement through your hips. And we'll take little circles. And you can let your head move with that circle as well. Then take the circle the other way. Okay, here we go. I'm going to slide your right knee to the right wrist. Take your right foot towards the left wrist. And then start to walk that back leg away. How's the front of that left thigh? You're going to walk your hands forwards. Take just a few moments here. So forehead down. Active through your back left leg. You're pushing down through the left leg and squeezing your right hip back. So you're working here and you're pitching, you're not chilling. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, walk your hands back towards your knees. You're going to make a 90-90 shape. So you fall onto the right side and bring your left knee in line with your left hip, your left foot below the left knee. Okay, and then bring your right foot in line with your right knee. So we've got 90 and 90. Place your hands either side of the front leg. Lift up tall. As you exhale, use your hands to fold forwards. Push down through your outer right knee and your inner left ankle, and make your way right back up. Okay, and again, folding forwards, push down. And then push down to come back up. Now it's a big stretch. You can try taking your hands off or keep your hands on the floor. If you need to put your hands down at any time, pop them down. And then come right back up. It's tough without the hands. So now you can have your hands on the floor or have them off. You're going to push down to your left knee and try and lift that left foot off the floor. You're rotating the thigh inwards. Try not to get cramp. And lower the foot down. Try it one more time. Lifting the foot up, rotating the thigh inwards. And then lower it down. Now you're going to lift the knee up to your shoulder. Push down through the outer right leg. Lift the knee up. Hover the foot off the floor. Squeeze it up. Yeah. And then take it right back to where it came from. So you can use your hands if you need to. And again, squeeze the knee in. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And then take it back. Well done. How's this right leg? Last time. Bring the knee up. Squeeze it up, up, up. Now you're going to extend it all the way to the front of the mat now. Lower the foot down. Move this right leg out and place it to the inner left thigh. Knee open to the side. Yeah. Hands down, lift up tall. And then exhale, we'll fold over this left leg. Oh, welcome to the left hamstring. Now if you want, use your right hand on your right knee to draw the head chest forwards. Yeah, and squeeze the knee down so you're getting into that hip. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so we're going to come back up. Now you're going to bend this left knee. Place the foot flat onto the floor. Yeah, so now your right shin, you're going to come onto it. Reach the hands forwards, kneel onto the right shin. Yeah. Lower your left knee to the floor. Rest it down. Can you see I'm sat on my left heel? And you're going to extend your right leg back. Good. From here, take your hands down to the floor. And then work on trying to lift the right leg up. And you can do a nice little pulsing here if you can lift the leg. I know it's quite awkward. So you're just using your glutes and using your hamstring, not so much your back, hopefully. We'll lower the right knee to the floor. Come back up onto your hands. Move your right foot towards the left side. Rock back. Back onto that left foot. Reach your hands forward. Sit your bum back down. And then we're going to swing this left leg all the way around back into your pigeon. Try not to knock furniture over. Right, hands come down. Tuck your back toes and take your right leg back into downward dog. And give things a little wiggle. Yeah, how's the right leg? So might have been some challenges there. That's good. We want challenge. Challenge brings change. So let's bring your left knee to your left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist. Slide the back leg away. It should feel nice now to come into pigeon on this other side. So walk your hands forwards. Take a moment. Push down through the top of your right foot. Squeeze your left hip back. You're inhaling. Exhaling, that nice steady rhythm. And then walking your hands back up. So you're falling onto your left side and you're bringing your right knee in line with your right hip, right foot underneath your right knee. Then left foot in line with the left knee. So you've got your 90 and your 90 shape. If you want, you can have your block underneath your right hip, left hip if this is really awkward for you. So lift up tall, use your hands and then hinge from the hips. Take your body over the leg, push down to your inner right leg, right ankle as well. And then come back up. Okay, Yes, your arms are doing most of the work, so you can press down to the legs. And then lift it right back up. So if it was really tough without the hands on the other side, maybe keep the hands down, or as an option, take the hands off. Keep pushing down through the right knee, right ankle, and lift right back up. Okay, so you got your hands down if you want, or lifted. Push down through your right knee to lift your right foot up. You're trying to rotate the thigh inwards. How does it feel within the hip space there? Lower it back down. It might just lift a tiny, tiny bit. Try and push down to the knee. Maybe that foot hovers a little bit. Yeah. Lower it back down. So changing it now. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Squeeze it in. Rotate the leg within the hip. And then take it back. And again, push down. Firm through the left leg. Bring the right knee up. And then take it back. All right, so now this last time, bring the right knee in, squeeze it in, and then extend it to the front of the mat. Lower the heel down, and then place the left foot in a right thigh. Push down through the fingertips, lift yourself up tall, and then fold over your right leg. Welcome to the right hamstring. Inhaling, drawing the chest forwards. Now, this left hand can be encouraging this left hip down. We're not forcing it, we're just using a little bit of extra weight. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. All right, coming back up. So you're going to bend this right leg. Now this left shin has got a lovely platform for you here. Reach your hands forwards, roll onto that left shin. Now you're going to sit on your right heel and lower your right knee to the floor. Yes, you've got contact with the butt onto the heel. Extend your left leg back. Come down onto your forearms and then play with trying to lift that left leg up. You can do little pulses there. You might not be able to lift the leg, that's fine, but just use your intention to lift it eventually. One day. Yeah. Lower the left knee, come back onto the hands. Now you've got to move that left foot towards the right side. Yes, and then push back through the fingertips. Rock onto the right foot, reach the hands forward, sit back where you came from. Pigeon pose with this right leg. So you're going to swing it all the way behind you. Use your hands on the floor if you need to. Tucking those back toes, and we take the left foot back to the right, and you're into your downward dog again. So bend your knees and lift your hips up high, give the head a nice little shake, wiggle, whatever you feel like. Hopefully those hips are awake, the legs are awake. I think this class is a little bit like how a 5-year-old moves, so get ready to regress in age. Okay, so now push down through your left foot, lift your right leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip there, feel that nice stretch. Make this a fluid movement now, right knee to right elbow, over to the left elbow, and then swing it all the way back to open up. Okay, so nice and fluid, right knee, right elbow, over to the left, and then swing it all the way back, open up the hip. Let's do one more, right knee, right elbow, over to the left elbow, swing it back, open up the hip. And then bring your knee into your nose, slot the foot inside the hands. Yeah, so you're going to lower the left knee to the floor. And do your left toes. Lift your arms up, come up into a low lunge. All right, just wiggle your way into this lunge. How's the front of the left thigh? Okay, listen carefully, take the hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Rock yourself forwards, come up onto the heel of your right foot. And you're going to swing your left leg around. Take your left arm out. Take your left leg over your right leg. Sole of the left foot is flat and you're resting on your right heel. Yes. Now if you've managed to get that, you can bring your hands onto your knee. You can bring your hands heart center. And if you're there, squeeze your legs in towards each other. This left leg is crossed over the right. Inhaling. Quite another good little pose. Exhaling. I don't think it's an official yoga pose though. Now take your hands down. You're going to swing the left leg all the way back. All the way back to where you came from. And now you're going to straighten the right leg and squeeze your left heel down towards the floor. It's a little pyramid pose. Now you can have your hands on your shins. You can have your hands on blocks. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale and fold over the right leg. So you're back into that right hamstring. We want the hips level. Don't let the left hip go back. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Now you can slide your right leg back, straight or bent to meet the left foot. And then come forwards into your plank pose. You're going to let your hips sink to the floor without untucking the toes. Lift the chest up without bending the arms. And then push the hips right up and back, downward facing dog. Try that 2 more times. Come up high into the toes, roll forwards, let the hips sink, lift the head, chest up, and then take it up and back, downward dog. Last time, come up high into your toes, roll yourself forwards into plank, let the hips sink, lift the head, chest, and then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Good, you're going to lift your left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. How's the right leg there? So make this a fluid motion, left knee, left elbow, over to the right, and then swing it back, open up. Down again, left knee, left elbow, over to the right, swing it all the way back up. Your last time, left knee, left elbow, over to the right, and swing it back up. Knee into nose, foot lands inside the hands. Good, and then you can lower your right knee. And do your right toes, lift your arms up. How does that feel there in the front of the right thigh? Can you lift your chest up? All right, you're going to take your hands down. So you got a second chance of this if it didn't work last time. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, rock your weight forwards. Now you're going to come up onto your left toes. Yeah, you're sat on that left heel again and swinging the right leg all the way around. Take away the right arm and swing the right leg all the way over the left leg. Bring the sole of the foot flat onto the floor. Okay, so find that space there. Maybe you can bring your hands to your knee. Maybe your hands heart center. Squeeze those legs in towards each other. You're going to feel that strength there. Breathing in. Breathing in. I wonder what they would call this yoga pose. Elegant seat, perhaps. Hands come down. Sweep your right leg all the way back to where you came from. And we're going to come into that pyramid pose. Just straightening the left leg, straightening the right leg. Hands on shins, hands on blocks. You've got time to get comfortable. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale and fold over the legs. You feel your age regressing? Slowly getting younger, moving in a younger way. One more breath. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Now you can slide your left leg back straight or bend it. Meet the right foot at the back of the mat. And then come up high into your toes, roll yourself forwards into plank. Let the hips sink, lift the head, chest up. And then hips go right up and back. Downward dog. 2 more times. Roll forwards, let the hips sink, lift the head, chest up, hips up and back. Downward dog. Last one. Roll it forwards, just enjoy the movement. And then hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good, let's keep moving. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Right knee, right elbow over to the left. Swing it all the way back to open up the hip. 2 more times. Right knee, right elbow. Get fluid over to the left. Swing it back, open up. Last one. Right knee, right elbow over to left. Swing it back, open up. Okay, knee into nose. Your foot lands inside the thumb. We're coming up into our high lunge. All right, so get the legs strong. Lift your arms up. Can you lift that chest up? Can you press through both feet? And then bring your hands heart center. So now you're going to stand onto this right leg. Push down to the right leg and bring your left knee up to your chest. Bend your right leg, cross your left leg over your right, tap the floor with the toes, and straighten your right leg, open up the left knee. 2 more times. Bend the right leg, take it over, tap the floor, and then bring it right back. Last time, swing it over, tap the floor. Hold it there now, sit down a bit deeper. Hands go behind you, those left toes are resting on the floor. But now you're going to swing your left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the left toes on the floor at the back of the mat. Come up into your high lunge again. You're right back where you started, but the right leg is stronger, isn't it? Take your hands down, and then front foot can move to the back. Find plank, your first vinyasa. So you can drop your knees, the elbows brush the rib cage. Push down to come into your cobra up dog, lift the chest up, and then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Once you get there, how's that right leg feeling? Breathe in and breathe out. So your left leg is going to lift to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Find that fluid motion now, left knee, left elbow, over to right. Swing it all the way back to open up. And again, left knee, left elbow, over to the right. Swing it back, open up. Last time, left knee, left elbow, over to right, and swing it all the way back. Good, bring your knee into your nose, foot lands inside the hands. Come up into your high lunge, lift your arms up. Good, nice, get tall, lift the chest. Bring your hands heart center. So you know you're going to stand onto your left leg and bring your right knee up to your chest. So you might wobble your way into it, just pop the foot on the floor if you need to. Bend the left leg, take your right leg over the left, tap the floor, and then swing it back, straightening your left leg, opening up that hip. And again, swing it over. We've done loads of prepping on the hips here. Tap the floor like you need a wee, and then take it back, open up. Last time, tap it over and we'll stay here now. You can rest your toes on the floor. Sit down lower, reach your arms up. Yes, good, and then take them behind you. Draw the shoulders back. Lovely, so these are your anchor, the arms here. You're going to swing your right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Toes land on the floor at the back. Yes, Sam, lift your arms up, lift your head, chest up. Good, you're right back where you came to. How's that left leg feeling? And then we'll lower the hands down. Front foot to the back. Now, vinyasa, your way. Elbows brush the rib cage, body strong. Push down to lift the head up, the chest up in cobra, upward dog. And take it up and back into your downward facing dog. And you're breathing in, lifting those sit bones up. Breathing out, relaxing into downward dog. Awesome, guys. So this is an active rest moment. Right foot outside right hand. Left foot outside left hand. So your Malasana shape. You can always sit on blocks here. Yes, you can sit your bum down onto blocks if you want. Bring your hands heart center, squeeze the elbows into the knees, lift the chest up. That's it. So the next bit, it's better if you're not on blocks, but if you do need to sit on blocks to be here, then maybe the next bit isn't going to work so well for you. But we can give it a go. Yeah. So push down to lift up. Now, we want to sit the bum down onto the mat. So you can use your hands if you need to do that. Yeah. Otherwise, you cannot use your hands. Sit your bum onto the mat. You might use your hands, and that's fine. Lift your knees up. Remember we did this at the very beginning. Happy baby without the hands. You can try and rock back onto your feet. So you might use your hands. Use momentum. Push yourself forwards. Or don't use hands. Come back into Malasana. Yes. Are we feeling 5? Yeah. Reach the arms forwards. So somehow you might put your hands on the floor. You might have your hands forward, sit the bum down. Lift the feet up. Squeeze the thighs past the ribs. Reach your hands forwards. That's it. And then you can use your hands to use momentum to come right back. Yeah, some of you it's going to be super easy, and some of you it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So how do you approach the challenge? This is the question. Yeah. Reach the arms forward. Maybe you take your hands back, lower the sit bones down. There might be a lot more going on to it for you guys. That's fine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those thighs in. Use the core. Reach the hands forwards. And then place the feet onto the floor. Use your hands if you need to. Rock back up into your Malasana. Yes. Well done. Yes, that's it. Sounds good. Take the hands down. And then lift the hips up. Ooh. Good. Happy hamstrings. Get a heel toe the feet together. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And then exhale and fold. Draw yourself in. Tummy, chest, head. Relax your head. Good. Start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Reach the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards, gaze up. And then exhale, fold and hinge from these lovely warm hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Now as you exhale, jump your feet to the back of the mat, or you can step them back. And your vinyasa from there, elbows brush the rib cage, push down to come up into your cobra, and take it up and back into your downward facing dog. So how was that little interim, that little rest moment? Let's keep on moving. Gonna lift your right leg to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more familiar now. Right knee into nose, slot the right foot inside the right thumb. And we're gonna come up into our high lunge. Lift your arms up. To the hot pod flow, drop the back heel, open up into your warrior two shape. You need to adjust this front foot towards the left side, remember? Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and then take it back and breathe into the right side. Okay, so starting to build the heat now. Big circle, lower the right hand outside of your right foot. Big circle with the left arm. Place the hand onto the floor and take your front foot to the back. Vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage, lower down. Come through cobra, up dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. So remember the breath. 5 counts inhale, pause, 5 counts exhale, nice and slow. Left leg lifts up, breathing in, open up the hip. Left foot lands inside left thumb. You should be nice and warm now. Yes, lift your arms up, come up, high lunge. Dropping the back heel, open up, moving from pose to pose. Heel to the foot to the right, reach the fingers away. And then flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into this left side. We're going to take a big circle, left hand outside left foot. Big circle with the right arm up and over the head, and then front foot to the back. As you exhale, the elbows bend. As you inhale, you lift your head, your chest up. As you exhale, you take it back into your downward dog. Take a breath in, that slow, steady rhythm, helping to keep you calm as the pace starts to build. Right leg lifts up, breathing in, open up the hip. And it's the exhale that brings the knee into the nose. The foot lands inside the hands. Right up into your high lunge. So we've been here already. And then we drop the back heel, open up into warrior two, reach through the fingers. Stay with me. Flip the front palm, reach forwards and take it back. Now breathe into the right side. We're going to play with lifting your right heel up, sinking down through the right hip. If it's too much, keep the heel down. Lower the right heel. Now 2 options. Forearm onto your right thigh, left arm up and over your head, or right hand inside right foot. Lengthen the spine. Breathing in. Looking down, come up, warrior two, and then reverse it. I know these legs are talking, that's okay. Reach the arm up and over the head. So last time, bring the forearm thigh or hand inside front foot. You choose. Left arm up and over head. Feel the extension here. Good, now come back up, last one. Legs strong, warrior two. You've got it. Nice. Right hand comes down. Big circle with the left arm up and over the head. And then front foot to the back. Find plank. Your right leg should feel relief there. Elbows brush the rib cage. You're dropping your knees if you need to. Push down to come up. Take it back, downward dog. Breathing in, once you get there, how's that right leg? Yeah, and isn't the left leg just asking to feel like the right? So push down to the left leg, lift the left leg up, open up the hips, lift up that left leg. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the hands. Come up, high lunge. How's the front of that right hip? You're going to drop the back heel 45, find your warrior two shape, reach through the fingers. And once you're there, try to lift your heel up. Yeah, that left heel up. Reach, reach, reach. Don't worry if that's not possible. Lower the heel, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into this left side. Then you're going to bring your left forearm thigh or left hand inside left foot. Right arm up and overhead. Breathing in. Good. As you breathe out, legs strong now. It's a long way back up. Draw yourself up into warrior two and then reverse it. Take it back. Trying to keep that front leg bent. Bringing it back. Forearm thigh or hand inside front foot. Reach the arm up and overhead. Twist, twist, twist the chest to the left. Last time, looking down to come back up. Warrior two. I know the left leg is talking, mine is. Left hand comes down. Big circle with the right arm. Front foot to the back. And that left leg should feel relief. And the elbows can brush the rib cage. You can drop your knees. Push down to come up, cobra up dog. And take it back, downward facing dog. Woo, breathing in. Fill yourself up, lift those sit bones up. Breathing out. One more flow, guys. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. So it's going to be a little bit of a long one, but go with it. Right knee into nose, right foot inside the right thumb. Come up high lunge. So you've been here before. The body is warm, so make the most of each shape. Ground the back heel, find your warrior two, reach through the fingers. Good, flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into the right side. Yes, now you're going to straighten your right leg, squeeze your legs towards each other. Come into triangle, push the back hip away, reach the right arm as far forwards as you can. You can rest your hand on your shin, left fingers to the sky. Maybe this right hand is behind your right leg now, but if the left side crumbles, then bring your hand back onto your shin, left arm up and over your head. Inhale, squeeze those legs. How does the right leg feel within that right hip? Looking down, you're going to re-bend that front leg. Coming back into warrior two. We are here. All right, right hand comes down, touch the floor. This is where we change it now. Take the left arm up and over your head. Pick your back heel up, walk the right foot over, and we come up into a high lunge. Feels weird to come back here now. It's like we haven't been here before. Feels so different. Okay, bring your hands heart center. You're going to stand onto your right leg like you did earlier. Bring your left knee up to your chest. Before, we went over towards the outer right leg. So now we're going to go in a circle around towards the left. Keep the heel to the bum as you rotate the knee out towards the right. See if you can bend your right leg as much as you can. Hover your left foot off the floor or rest it on the floor. Power through your right leg and come back the way you came, bringing that left knee with you with these nice warm hips. Can we do that 2 more times? And if you need to put the foot on the floor, it doesn't matter. Rotate. You can also be holding on to something. Bend the right leg, take the left knee outside of the right leg, hover as much as you can. Power through the right leg, bring the knee in. Woo. It's tough. One more though. Let's go for it. Rotate. Find the strength in your right leg. Hover, hover, hover. And then straighten. Well done. Come back up. Good. Can you catch hold of your left foot with your left hand? Place the foot to the inner right thigh. Hands heart center. If that's too high, foot below the knee. Otherwise, toes resting on the floor. Hold it there. Balancing on that right leg. One more breath. Chest lifting. And then bringing the knee into the center. Lower the left foot onto the floor. Shake out that right leg. Well done. It needs a shake, doesn't it? Inhale, we lift the arms up to the sky. Thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, hinge from the hips with these lovely mobile hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, jump, step, float your feet back. Vinyasa from there. Cobra up dog, house the front of the right hip here. Take it back into your downward facing dog. Wiggle it. Let's go for the other side. Lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Breathing in. Breathing out, left foot inside left thumb. You are nearly there, guys. Lift your arms up, come high lunge. Drop the back heel, just going from pose to pose now. Reach through the fingers. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into this left side. Yeah. Nice, and then you can straighten the front leg. And you're going to bring your left arm towards the front now. Feel the right hip move to the back, your left thigh within your left hip. You can always shorten the stance if you need to. Take your right arm up to the sky, left hand on the shin, or outside of the left leg. But if it means your left side crumbles, then stay with the hand on the shin, right arm up and overhead. It's a long way down, so look down and then come back up, bending the front knee, warrior two. All right, here we go. Left hand comes down, touch the floor, right hand comes over. Pick the heel up, walk the left foot over. So coming into high lunge. And I don't know why it feels like I've never been in high lunge before. Okay, so you bring your hands heart center. This is your anchor here, the hands pressing together. Stand onto your left foot and bring your right knee up. Okay, now use something to hold on to if you need to. Okay, and you can put your foot on the floor. But rotate the leg around, go towards the back. Take the knee outside of your left leg, hover the shin off the floor, maybe the toes land. And then straighten the left leg and swing it all the way back. Two more, go for it. Swing it all the way around. Feel how the leg rotates within the hip. Hover, hover, hover. Feel how this left leg is working and how that hip is working to stabilize you. Last time, swing it all the way around. Hover, hover, hover. And then come back up. Now you can bring the sole of the foot to your inner left thigh like we did on the floor. Hands come heart center. Maybe the foot is underneath the knee or the toes are resting on the floor. Okay, so whatever you feel is good for you today. Breathing in, it's your tree pose. And the tree pose is a hip opener as well as a balancing pose. Yes, we're opening up this right hip. And you're going to bring your knee back into the center and then place the right foot back onto the mat and give that left leg a well-deserved shake out. Well done, guys. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards, and then exhale, fold and hinge. Have a bend in your knees here. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And then exhale, jump, step, float your feet back. Find a plank and vinyasa. Come through cobra, up dog, meet me in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Push through those hands, lift those sit bones up. Lovely, guys. Bend the knees and look forwards. Now then, go with this. Just have fun. Remember, we're working on being 5 years old. So step your right foot just towards the left hand, so not too close. And you're on the toes of your right foot there. And you can take your left foot behind the right leg, and the toes come just outside of the right toes. So you're doing a little cross here with the legs. So another nice little elegant shape. Good. Now you can start to bend the knees a little bit. And so those knees are going out to the side. And maybe you can rest your palms on the floor. Yeah. But notice now, I'll turn this way, that as you bend your knees, you can take your knees onto the backs of your arms if you walk them back enough, if you can. Yeah, so it's enough just to be in this pose with the legs like this. It's already challenging. But see if you can take the weight into the hands and rest the knees into the back of the arms. Head forwards, chest forwards. This bottom foot is going to push the top foot up. So it's a little cross-legged Bakasana. You might not get there, that's cool. It's already enough just to be in the shape. If you lifted the feet, lower them down. Ooh, straighten your legs. You can bring your hands onto your shins if you need to. But we're going to change the leg. So you can bring the other leg in front. Take the right leg out. Bring the left leg in front. Come up onto the toes. And bend those knees so the knees go out to the side. Lengthen the spine. You can put your palms flat onto the floor or onto some blocks. Maybe rock into the hands. Look forwards, don't look directly towards your feet. Look forwards to the top of the mat, and then it's the bottom foot that lifts the top foot up. Maybe, as an option. It's a little option to play. If you lifted the feet, put them back down. And somehow we're going to sit your bum down onto the floor and extend those legs out. Well done. I'd like to see some pictures of that one. Soles of the feet together, knees open. That feels nice now. Catch hold of your toes, lift your head, chest up, and then exhale, just fold it forwards. Now, if you're really hunched like this, push down to get taller. So don't make being down here the goal. Make having a long spine be the goal. Inhaling and exhaling. A fun little sequence, just playing with some different ways of moving. There was some proper wobbling going on in the pod. So I imagine there was some proper wobbling going on at home as well, teamed with furniture in the way, no doubt. Hopefully you had fun with it. Making your way up, we're going to open up the legs, come into a wide leg forward fold. So it doesn't need to be super wide, just wide enough for you. Toes up, knees up, walk your way forwards. Now, see where you can get to. Try not to let the knees rotate inwards. Try and keep those toes pointing upwards. And enjoy the stretch there in the inner thighs. Yeah, we've done so much work there in the hips. Maybe there's a bit more room here for you. You might be able to walk your hands forwards a little bit more. Let's see what's possible today. And wherever you are, take one more breath. And then pick yourself back up. Nice. Can you bring your legs together without your arms? If not, use your hands. Squeezing those legs towards each other. Good. Take the hands behind you. Bend the knees, have your feet as wide as the mat. And then with screen wiper those legs, inner and outer rotation of those legs. Hopefully the hips are free. You can do the can-can in the sunshine today. Okay. So from here, we have your feet flat, reach your arms forwards, and then slowly start to lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Okay, let's stretch out the hip flexors. So you can have your feet close to your hips, your palms down by your side, inhale. And then exhale, squeeze the belly button back and lift the hips up now. Interlace the hands, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. You're breathing in, pushing down through your feet. Breathing out. Good, now you can release and lower the spine down, come right back up into it again, or this time come up into wheel. All right, so come back up into bridge, or come up into your wheel. Hands by your shoulders, fingers towards the shoulders, palms down, and then up into your wheel shape. Yeah, all bridge is enough, and you know, we haven't done that much back bending, so be careful. And if you're in either wheel or bridge, bend the arms and start to lower the spine down. And once you are down, release the hands and windscreen wiper the legs. And bring your knees either side of the rib cage like you did earlier. Feet parallel to the sky. It's no hands, happy baby. How does that feel now? And you can reach the hands for the outer edges of the feet and squeeze those thighs down. Okay, I've got two options for you. See which one suits you best. Okay, so we're going to straighten the legs, cross the legs at the upper legs, yeah. Then bend the knees and try and bring your feet to your face. Catch hold of the edges of the feet here. Now you're trying to draw the thighs towards your chest and trying to keep your sacrum on the floor. Don't overstretch your ankles. Keep your feet flexed. And if this is really not a good pose for you, just going to bring your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. Take your hands around your left leg, draw the knee in. Yeah, so it's just a thread your needle, normal. Or, again, hold of the edges of the feet. Yeah. One more breath, wherever you are. Yeah, so keep the legs crossed and you're going to release the feet. Bring your ankles to meet and this the knees are going to fall to the left side. Now, if having the legs crossed is too much of a twist, uncross them. Otherwise, gaze straight up to the sky. Feel the right hip on top of the left hip. And try and relax. Good. Okay, release. Come back to the center. Be careful of your back here. Uncross the legs. So you're going to bring now the left leg over the right. So same thing, you know, if this one was impossible for you, your left ankle is on top of the right thigh, hands around the leg, squeeze the knee in. Otherwise, you got your feet towards your face, your legs crossed by the knees. Yes, flex the feet and you're drawing the thighs towards the chest. Keeping the sacrum on the ground, yeah, so mindful that tailbone doesn't lift. And how do those hips feel there? And then you can release that, and you've got the cross now, like you're sat cross-legged like a lady, and you can let both knees fall to the right. Need a bit of room, let me move over. That's it, gaze up to the sky, and enjoy the twist. Hang tight, nearly there. Good, release. Carefully as you come back up, release the legs. Back where you started now, soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head, like let your eyes close, let your jaw relax. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Breathe in through the nose. Letting go of any stress from your day, from the class. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last time, breathe in. Force the exhale out. Jaw relaxed, just breathe in and out through your nose. Let go of all the muscles in your legs, all the muscles in your face. A few moments of stillness, stopping before we start. If you want to extend your legs out towards the corners of the mat, you can, having those legs straight. If you're happy where you are, you can stay where you are. A few more moments just to find that stillness. Good, and you know you can stay there as long as you like. But if you need to continue with your day, just start to breathe a little bit deeper. Become a little bit yawn-like. You could extend your legs out, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, reach the arms above the head, yawn your way back into your bodies. Roll your way over into a fetal shape. And then keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated. Sit however's comfortable for you. Bring your palms together, your thumbs into your chest bone. Just thinking back just for a few moments over the class and where you found some challenges. How did you react and respond to those challenges? Hopefully, and I think from what I saw, you gave it a good go. You found a different way for yourself, did what the best that you could, adapted and changed. And see if throughout the day, when you come across challenges, could you react the same way as you do when you're on your mat? Find the right way for you. Move through it peacefully, easily, adapt and change. Taking what we learn on our mat, off the mat, into your day. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste, have a beautiful rest of the day. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with that. I hope you're all feeling very well.